Good evening, everybody.
Hello,
Welcome to
hello.
the final round of the VIP Gran Turismo World Championships pre-qualifying. We got a night tonight. But let me introduce who I've got here with me. On my right, this way, Salamander. Welcome back, sir. And
Hey,
yes,
Papa.
you hear the infamous laugh. You all know that laugh. I know you do.
Hello.
VIP Prince Plaka is in the
How are
house
you
with us
guys?
tonight,
Thank
too.
you.
How you guys doing tonight? Are we ready?
Oh,
I'm
so
ready.
ready.
I'm
So
excited.
ready.
Good. Well, we've got one. Well, again, we've got Plaka here. Surprise, surprise. Good to see you, Plaka. Welcome in. How are you doing tonight? Are you ready?
Yes, I'm really ready. This is my first time in this type of event, and I feel super excited. A little bit nervous, but I'm sure we're gonna be enjoy this race and more with you two guys in here, Salamander and Mr. Papa PhD.
PhD. Well, cool. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. Let's see. First off, I guess as you all know, we are here. Like I said, the VIP GT World Championship. We're pre-qualifying at Oceana, where we're trying to conquer the mountain. But tonight, before we get qualifying rounds in, we're actually doing a sprint race. We're going to get a taste of what we're looking at for next week. This is just a little taste. So we're going to run through a 5-minute qualifier and an 8-lap race with some of the fastest guys that we've seen so far. And then we'll get into qualifying. I think we've got 3 more teams left to finish qualifying tonight. So we'll run through all that tonight as well. I'm excited. I mean, were you guys expecting a sprint race, Sal?
I was not. I mean, we got that sprung upon us a little earlier today, so we get a little bit of a taste. All these guys have put in so much practice here at Mount Panorama in these cars, so it makes sense. Give them a chance to actually go and put a race in, not just do their quick little
Right.
15-minute qualifier and that's it. So getting that chance to kind of stretch their legs and, like we said, get a taste of what this whole VIP league is going to be about. It's this should be a fun one. I'm kind of excited to see what they do when they're not all working together.
Yeah, right. I mean, this isn't a team thing. This is one-on-one, and I think we've got. I think we're at 7 racers currently going for this, so this should be entertaining. And it looks like drivers have taken the track for their 5-minute qualifying. 5 minutes, honestly, you're only going to get a hot lap and or 1 out lap and maybe 2 hot laps, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a quickie. I mean, you're really only going to have a couple of chances, and as we've seen in the pre-qualifier, taking damage here is really easy to do. So, I mean, you can ruin your qualifying session pretty quickly. So these guys are going to have to be on their toes, try to put in a good fast lap, but stay off the wall.
Which, as you and I are trying to do some practice laps, we figured that's not easy to do.
No, these guys make it look easy for sure.
Right.
It is a lot harder than it looks. I've been around this track many times in Group 3, doing NRL and some other, PHE World Series has been here. But doing it in these Group 2s is kind of a different beast.
Right. This car's just so twitchy. I definitely applaud these guys.
It's fun. I actually really like this car quite a bit. But it's just getting used to it. Like me and Mount Panorama don't necessarily get along, so it takes a little bit of just kind of figuring out what to do, what the limits of the car are here. So, but all the downforce in Group 2, I absolutely love it. So I have a feeling had I put in the time, it would be a lot more fun. We just, like you said, we're playing around a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to do some laps on controller, that did not work very well.
No.
But,
Hey, it was fun to watch.
Oh, I'm sure.
No, I'm with you. This is not one of my best tracks. I remember a league race that I was in. It was in a BMW on this track, and I ended up going to the pits before I started breaking things. But this track is super frustrating for me.
We made a wrong pit in here is extremely easy to get. I've been racing in this track a couple of times in daily races and manufacture, and one of the harder in this track. Even the downhill, I know it's tricky, but one of the harder thing is try to enter the fastest you can to the pit. Getting a penalty is extremely easy, and actually maybe you can collide with another driver because most of the people have the same car, right? Like right now we have the same car here, the Audi, so they probably pit together. Pretty much a strategy. Maybe one team want to change one to another strategy, but most of the time, for being honest, we are over here really good drivers and we know what to do, and they probably is going to be pitting almost in the same lap. So getting that precise pitting is going to be super important.
Yeah. It's good to have you and get your point of view on. I mean, you're an excellent driver yourself, Plaka. So it's good to hear what you see and what you experience when you're out on track like these guys. So again, appreciate you being here tonight.
No, I really appreciate the opportunity you give me to be in here and try to be another of the guest commentator. I always be open. I love this. I want to learn and do it better every time. And for me, it's really an honor to be close to Salamander and Papa in the same screen and with this competition, like it's one of the VIP World Champion. Like I think it's one in a year. We're gonna be planning to do it probably. I don't know if maybe in the future we can do it 2 in a year, but so far I understand it's only 1 in a year.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, again, it's first championship for VIP, and you got to work out all the bugs and work out the kinks. Give yourself time to, fine tune everything, and it'll get rolling. It'll be just fine. I mean, so far so good. So
yeah, I mean, we've had a great turnout already. So
yeah,
been a good one to watch. And I think you were about to say that, we got Wid in the 45s already after just 1 lap. So as we've been watching the pre-qualifying up till now, there's been a few drivers that have been able to lay down a 45 right on the opening lap. Not very many, but we're also seeing these drivers using DRS going up and down the mountain, which is crazy to me. But maybe that's why they got so much more speed than we do.
Wait a second. Now you guys talking. Let me have a question here. It's gonna be raining today in this track?
I don't think we're gonna be seeing any rain.
I don't think it does rain at Mount Panorama, does it?
Let's go and check the weather channel out now. You can go and check it out. You never know. It's not a trap. Just question.
In all the pre-qualifying, it's been dry.
It's not a trap. Okay, I just have a question because this track in wet is chaotic. Jeez.
Yeah.
God. So they are qualifying with low 12s. So that one is increase the top speed and grip of the car in a couple of laps. So that is good. Have that technique.
Ooh, good. Even knocked off another 10th off his time.
Rowdy Bird's back there.
The only one in the 45.
Accident here. Roddy.
Showing us his inner ballerina.
Yeah.
Helicopter.
Outstanding. Helicopter. Yeah. So that was again, we got the one out lap, 2 quick hot laps. We got Sector 7 Wid sitting on pole with a 45.857.
Boom. Damn, that's good.
Good time.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we got a number of 46s in there.
Yeah.
And a couple of 47s at the back, but I mean, this is going to be a tight one to watch for sure. I mean, Wid is probably the favorite in this one, but we know DeTruth Serum is fast. We know JP Scale is fast.
Right.
It's fun seeing Left to Pass You in there running in his own series here.
Yeah.
So
I have the chance to race with all of them except the number 6 position, Fishtail. Yeah, but with the other ones, yes, I have the honor to race with them. Really, really good drivers right there.
Absolutely, I agree with you. A lot of fast drivers right there. This should be a pretty good race. It really should. I mean, again, it's only an 8-lap sprint. So, I mean, we're talking 15 minutes and this race will be over. So, but we also know with the tire wear that we've seen in qualifying, if those settings stay the same, there's going to be need for a pit, if not 2. So
That is going to be painful. Yeah.
This should be interesting.
When we have a really high tire consumption, the problem is if you think you can push one lap more, what happens if that one don't work? And that one is a big loss. So
right,
I sure they practice. I sure they practice because it's gonna be a tough one.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I mean, also with the fuel burn, it's a matter of just how much these cars are gonna suck through the fuel. But even more important than that is the heavy damage. So I'm a big fan of letting the heavy damage on, making sure people try to take it a little easier, but
Yes.
making sure that there's some people that are going to probably have to pit a couple of times just to try to
right.
avoid the damage here. We saw a couple of teams that really struggled with that in the pre-qualifying. It's
Yeah.
just like damage, and there's other people that had perfectly clean races. So it's a matter of, and I have this problem big time, is dial it back like 5% just to stay safe. Don't get the damage, and then you're good to go.
Yeah. Well, we got another couple drivers that we didn't see actual qualifying that have joined the race. We'll also be seeing VIP Dwayne T and VIP Ace GT. So that'll put us up to 9 drivers for this race.
Couple of
That should make
latecomers.
things-
That's good to see.
Yeah, right. That'll make things even more interesting. The more the merrier. So I think they're just putting in their places and getting everything ready, but we should be getting this thing going here shortly.
Yep, probably just a couple of minutes to get the lobby straightened out, but then yeah, we should get on track and see what this league is going to be all about. I mean, we've got 4 different VIP members, or 4 people with VIP in their name anyway. So
Right.
a lot going on there.
Sevens.
Couple of Sector 7s. We know Sector 7's fast.
Yeah.
Doodle Bob. What team is Doodle Bob on? I don't remember.
I don't recall.
Okay. And then IORT Fishtail. I mean, IORT is a fast group too. So
yeah, that goes without saying. Absolutely.
But I think they are about to get this thing underway. It looks like we're going to have a rolling start here, which is probably for the best. Trying to do these cars on a standing start, man, that would be an adventure.
That would be an adventure. I would agree with that.
All right, Sector 7 WID taking them to the line, and the lights are out, and away they go.
Yes, baby.
WID leading
Flying the first
everybody
sector.
going in, pretty much nose to tail. Everybody keeping it pretty clean right off the first turn, heading down the long straight. Oh, somebody goes into the wall way in the back there.
That was
already first corner.
Fishtail.
Wow.
IORT Fishtail might have gotten onto the loud pedal a little too quick. Let's see what happens here.
On the cold tires, I think they got them.
At least the races just start, so I'm sure they can keep it up. At least. If that one happened at the end, that is a problem.
Yep, didn't even touch the curb. Just lost the rear end into the wall, takes front end damage.
Cold tires.
Both those front tires are also damaged. So into the wall as well.
Yep.
Damn it.
See, this is what I was just talking about with the damage. These guys need to dial it back a little bit.
Brother.
But, oh yeah, truth. Already in the wall there, trying to get out of the way. It's such a tight, and with no ghosting. It's
no ghosting,
trying to
heavy
get out of the
damage.
way on this tight track going up and down the hill. JP Scale got a bit squirrely there as well, but still keeping it under control, getting to the bottom of the mountain, taking that last turn, getting onto the long straightaway. Doodle Bob has the slipstream on JP Scale. JP Scale has fallen back from WID a bit, probably not getting any slipstream there, but you can see the closing speed. You can see that delta coming down fast with that DRS. And the
DRS, exactly.
Looks like he's going to get
look at that.
Shot. Does get into the braking zone. Get it, whoa, down, try to not get into each other.
Very
Does
good
get the pass done. A little light tap on the front there, but no damage dealt. Good pass.
Damn, that is gonna be hard. Hey,
Bob,
I just need somebody already in the pit. They need to pit. Yeah. Wow.
Wonder if left to pass you had some damage as well.
It doesn't look like it. This is a
Wait.
stress call.
What happened with the fuel? What is the reason it's starting low fuel?
Oh, yeah, they haven't set to qualifying fuel.
Oh, yeah.
So they're
Oh
gonna have to fuel up a bit.
fuel is low, so everybody needs to enter to pit, guys. I just see it.
I think they can get 3 or 4 laps out of it before we saw it in pre-qualifying.
Okay,
having to
so,
come in
well,
and pit. So right around
let's
halfway
go.
through.
Yeah, they need to
Pass
go
you
and
also
push.
got onto the medium tires, or the
Yep,
medium
saw
tires
that.
required in the sprint race.
Because it's required. That is really smart. They need to do it because the fuel anyway is anyway low. So I think it's a good call-in for doing now. That's really good.
Woods jumped out to a 3-second lead right off the bat, getting to the top of the mountain here, heading his way back down, kind of flying on his own. Doodle Bob, like I said, 3 seconds back. He's got a 1.4 second gap back to JP Scale, who's also one of the few trying to keep it together. And then we got VIP Rowdy Burns, 2 seconds back from JP, and another 3 seconds back from there. We have VIP Ace GT, also working their way down the mountain. VIP Dwayne coming in behind there, 2 more seconds back. And then we got our set of pitters, Left to Pass You and IORT Fishtail.
Looked like Dwayne
damage.
there at P6, he had some front end damage too. He picked up some.
Oh yeah, I see it too. Yeah, it's true. You know,
I
like,
wonder if he's going to try to get a
have-
little bit further on the softs before trying to get that thing switched out.
if we have damage in the car, do you think that one is almost like a 1 second slower, or we're talking about 3 seconds slower by lap? It can be something in between, right?
Yeah, probably somewhere in between there. I mean, the 2 long straights is where it's gonna definitely
more.
feel the hurt, right?
Yeah. So it's maybe 1.5 or 3 seconds slower for half damage, and depend what is the damage, because if it's in one of the tire or rims, you're gonna be lacking in a couple of corners, especially in the high speed ones. So yeah, he's probably 1.5 or 3 seconds slower.
You see the true serum here. It looks like he filled up to just a little bit over a quarter. I'm sure he got the fuel gauge set up from when they were in the pits as far as what they needed to get to the end. 7 laps of fuel is what he's hoping to get out of that in order to get to the end of it. Although he's still on the racing softs. I did just notice that. So maybe he still has to switch to mediums at some point. But 52 seconds back, along with IORT Fishtail, they got a long road to hoe here to try to get back on. IORT Fishtail did switch over to the mediums right off the bat. So we switch on up to Rowdy Burns up there in P4. You can see that tire wear. They've gone about 2.5 laps around the circuit, and there is some significant tire wear, about 20% already down on those soft tires. Those are going to continue to get eaten up, especially going up and down the mountain. On the long straights, not so much here. But yeah, we're seeing tire wear already.
And the fuel is still below, so they probably maybe just do only 1 lap more, to be honest. I don't think they can do 2 laps in case if they are saving some fuel, because the strategy is going to be changed at this point about the fuel. I don't know if that one is a mistake or is actually planning to do it same day qualify, but they need to enter really soon.
I think with it being a short sprint race, he probably left the fuel low in order to push the pit stop. Just to make sure that it's not a no-stopper kind of race. Throw in that strategy. It's a matter of when, and if there's a tire requirement, right, racing soft and racing mediums, it's a matter of when to get switched over here. IORT Fishtail looks like they've already, kind of done already switch over to the mediums. So hopefully he's got enough fuel to get to the end. He won't have another pit. All those front runners still have a pit to go. So there's certainly going to be some catch-up that they're going to be able to make. But 54 seconds, that's a lot of gap to be able to make up between now and just a short 8-lap race.
Right.
See, the True Serum has lost a little more time, 55 seconds back. But with Wid out front, still with clean air and on those racing softs, I'm sure he's just putting distance on the rest of the field. The True Serum just trying to salvage something here and is right on IORT Fishtail. So certainly they have a battle for #NotLast going on, for sure. And being in the slipstream here, it's a possibility you could try to get the slingshot done before they get to turn 2. Let's see if he's going to pull in.
He go. Boom.
True Serum, they give each other space. Well done to True Serum, makes that pass nice and cleanly.
Good stuff right there.
IORT goes a little wide in that tricky little double left-hander. The Truth going to try to get a little bit of space. The Truth does have the racing softs, so he does have the tire advantage over IORT Fishtail. And Sector 7 Wid coming in.
Yeah.
Doodle Bob as well. Looks like they're all running low enough on fuel. End of lap 4, halfway through this race.
Rowdy.
Yeah,
stayed
Ace,
out.
Ace will go to another lap.
You can
Ooh,
see there,
that is scary. Yeah.
Doodlebob used about 2% more fuel. So something about what Doodlebob's doing is definitely eating up more fuel than the rest of these guys.
Absolutely, that is amazing.
Probably just revving it out a little bit more.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe changing the fuel map to 5 in a couple of low sector, low speed. I normally use the full tank in 5 in a couple of corners in Daytona if I need to save some fuel. So I see it. They maybe can use it in here. That is a really good, smart decision. Because he
It
can
looked
have
like
another
Wid
extra
came out with 21% fuel. Doodlebob came out with 20% fuel. So having used 2% more, but also coming out with 1% less out of the pits. We'll see how that works. Sometimes on that refuel, you don't get it quite right, you can run out. So we're going to want to keep an eye on Doodlebob to make sure they still got enough in there. But Sector 7 Wid still probably kind of our provisional leader once VIP HGT finally decides to come in, I would imagine. They're probably really low on fuel right now.
Yeah.
VIP JP scale has some fresh softs on. And again, that 20% of fuel is probably all they're going to need. We saw everybody kind of take the same amount.
So far, we see the fastest lap by Sector 7 Wid. It's going to be 1:45.9. That is really close to the qualified time. So they are really pushing the car the same what they do in qualified. That means they have a really good run in one of the laps. We don't know if it's in the third lap or in the fourth because we know they have damage. So I don't know if they go again in soft tire, but it will be really, really good lap time.
And we saw Ace here was able to make one more lap work on those racing softs and is on fumes right now. So we'll see if that extra lap, the extra lap on the softs helps out very much or not. Wid, though, coming around the final corner and already going to be crossing the start-finish line here.
Yeah.
VIP HGT is certainly going to fall down the field a bit, has 1% fuel left, got in just in time. We're going to watch to see how they come out compared to the rest. But we got a battle here between P2 and P3 in Doodlebob and JP scale. Only a quarter-second gap. Looks like they got a pretty even run out of the first corner. But JP scale definitely in the slipstream. You can see him closing now as they get close to turn 2.
Closing.
Looks like
going to be hard in the back.
To go wide.
Yeah, it's going to be hard.
Trying to make the cutback work.
Bottom.
But Doodlebob able to hold on to it, keep that grip down, and power out of the corner, holding JP scale to P3.
It's a good defensive line going into P2. Turn 2.
Absolutely. Now they head on up the mountain. It's very much a nose to tail, line of stern, as our buddy Flawed likes to say, until they can get back to the long straightaways. Or if somebody makes a big mistake, but man, making a pass in this up down the mountain.
Yeah. In the second sector, try to pass in here is going to be almost no chance. So they need wait exactly, be extremely close to the driver and have a better exit, and just try to have better run at the end. And just depend if he want to do a defend mode. See a little damage already for JP scale, so maybe they need to wait another.
Yep, he is. He does have some closing speed. This is the longest straightaway on the course. I don't know if he's going to get there by the time we get to the chicane here at the end, but you can see he's closing up in on him. He didn't quite get the run out of that final corner. Doodlebob definitely had a defensive line coming down the mountain, but still had a great exit onto the backstretch. Ooh, a JP scale, a bit wiggly, but able to hold on to it as they get into the final turn.
The dirty air plus the DRS in a couple of corners is going to be really, really scary. So here we go, one more time in the straight line.
Yeah, I was going to say, with these two battling, Wid is just walking away. He's up to 10-second lead over Doodlebob right now.
This is a shot for JP scale. Great exit coming out of there. Getting the slingshot. He's going to be forced to try to go around the outside.
It's going to be hard.
Into turn 2.
One more time trying.
Doodlebob with another great defensive line. Holds JP scale off again. VIP Rowdy Burns trying to catch up with those guys battling up ahead, but 7 seconds behind. Only a 1.3 second gap between VIP HGT. We saw him, again, Ace stayed out for that extra lap on the softs, ended up coming out in 5th place. Hoping to try to track down Rowdy Burns, but he's on the softs again. I don't know if the racing mediums were required or if people just took them for the fun of it. Because Ace, I think, was on the softs when he went in the first time.
I think they took him because it was such an early pit. So to try and eliminate a second pit, I think they just went on the mediums to try and get the 6 laps.
Well,
Or the 7
let's
laps.
see. Let's see if Win he wanna enter in the last lap and change tire for medium tire, because that would change the gameplay.
Right? Yes, it would.
These two still going at it. Still that 0.3, 0.4 second gap. This is about a mirror image of what we saw in the last lap. We'll see if JP Scale can once again get a great exit out of turn 1 and try to make that slingshot work. But here we go into the final corner.
Final lap, ladies and gentlemen. It's already in here for this sprint race in Mount Panorama in Australia. Let's see what is going to be happening now. Number 1 position will be Weed. We'd have the lead so far. And second position, Doodle and JP with the 3rd position in the podium, fighting for the final lap.
JP did not get the same kind of exit he did last time, so he's not going to be able to do much of a side-by-side maneuver here. Doodle Bob, again, taking a defensive line. He's been able to take that the last 3 laps masterfully here. JP Scale really struggling to get by. It looks like he's got the pace. He's able to keep up with him. He's able to catch up in that slipstream and hold on in the dirty air, but just not able to get the pass on. He'll probably have one more chance as we get down to the bottom of the mountain, as long as he can stay, you know, tacked onto the back of his rear bumper. A little bit of a gap there, 0.3. Oh, it's still crawling back down.
He's getting close. He's getting close.
He's getting there. He's got to be careful not to push it too hard. Let the guy know, let Doodle Bob know that he's there. Maybe force him into some kind of a mistake.
It's coming now.
Oh, the JP pushes it too far.
Damn! Wow! That changed the game.
Half-second pen as well. VIP Ace up into P4. Did get around Rowdy Burns, but has a half-second pen. But JP Scale really pushing it. Really pushing it, trying to keep on to Doodle Bob, and just wasn't able to.
And they need to pay the penalty in the straight line. Oof, that is rough.
Rowdy also with some damage.
Oh,
These
already got back around Ace.
Sector 7 win here, approaching the start-finish line. Going to take the win in this inaugural
first one. Congratulations for S7.
Doodle Bob with an excellent defensive driving, couple of laps here, finishing a solid P2. JP Scale still bringing it home in P3 though. Then P4 and P5, there's still a fight going on. We got Rowdy Burns and HGT. Rowdy out the P4.
That's really good. They managed really well the fuel consumption. Everybody else is in 0. They drained the last
gas.
Oh, they know. They can.
It's a true serve. Catch up. No.
He's shaking the car. Does
not get it. Less than a second.
Oh my God. Oh, no gas too. Wow.
IORT going to take it home in P8.
Yeah, good
with a slide across the line.
Wow, this race is really hard.
That was quick. That went by so fast.
Maximum damage. We have low fuel consumption. Oh my God, this race is gonna be a hardcore. For be honest, the first crash of for S7 with I don't know. They can be winning after the first crash, but they really do a really good performance and finish number 1 with a solid 14:43. Congratulations to Win.
Boom. Nice done. Well done, yeah. Wit will take our P1, Doodle Bob will take P2, and VIP JP Scale running out the podium. Nice job. Congratulations. Behind them, we got VIP Rowdy Burns, VIP Ace GT, VIP Left to Pass You, running out of fuel right at the line there. Sector 7, the Truth Serum, and running out the field, like you said, is the IORT Fishtail. And again, so we saw this. This was like one-on-one. Wait until next week in the actual races when it's 4 versus 4 versus 4. The teamwork. I mean, now you're talking a whole different strat.
Now, we do know teams can get split up. They can run like 2 of them on Thursday and 2 of them on Saturday. Mm-hmm. So there could be some teamwork in each race. It's all a matter of just how many of them can get all lined up and stay together to try to see if they can work together. I mean, we've heard Left to Pass you say that was one of his goals in this series is to make people use teamwork, and we've certainly seen that in the pre-qualifier. I'm really excited to see
Yeah,
how that
right.
unfolds in the race. Whether it's 2 or 4 is still going to be exciting.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break after that race. We're going to get ready for some more qualifying since we're talking about it, so we can figure out where everybody's going to be for these races that we're speaking of next week. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Please, please, please hit that like and subscribe button, whether you're watching on McNally's or clicking that link over at Upshift Media Studios. We'll be right back, y'all. Welcome back. All right. First thoughts on that race. Just really quick.
Oh man, I mean that was exciting. It went by so quick, and there was so much going on that I mean, really, something to look forward to. If all the races are going to be like that,
Right.
this is going to be nuts.
Yeah, and again, there was only 9 people on the track, so we're going to be adding another 5 more racers for the actual races, something like that, I think. So I can't wait. But what was your thoughts, Plaka?
For the first race,
Yep.
I'm just excited for start seeing this battling, and the first thing I see is 2 drivers in the first lap crashing out, and my heart is broken in part because I know how hard it is. You practice and practice, and then the day of the race, we forget the cold tire, or we push a lot. We are so nervous. Like, I've been there multiple times, and unfortunately, we see 2 drivers happen in the first lap, but one of them is S7 with, and they do it really good, so they should be winning the race. So congratulations for them.
Yeah. Well, let's kind of go over what we've got going on here. Again, Sal, if you want to walk us through this.
Yeah, certainly. We're going to be at Mount Panorama, which we just saw, but this is going to be the 15-minute qualifier. They're going to be doing it in the Audi RS5 Turbo DTM from 2019. This car has active aero, which helps with some of that slipstream. But yeah, this time they're going to be getting the qualifier done in order to try to determine where their team is going to slot into either Division 1 or Division 2 when the races actually start. And speaking of which, the team we are going to watch do this qualifying session is the Wildcards. Wildcards consists of VIPGTWC, Wade, Moose, and Jorge Sr. So really excited. All 4 of these guys we know are fast. We have seen them in NRL, PHC World Series. These are some quick drivers, so I'm expecting some really good times out of them.
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't expect anything else. And I hate to say it, but man, I think I'm going to give up on the 44s, you guys. I mean, there's a couple shots right here in this team. There is a shot. I'm not giving up yet. 44s. I want to see a 44, dang it.
Yep. And a quick reminder to everybody out there, the sprint race we just saw was just for fun. Like, that doesn't count towards any of the season or anything like that. We threw that in because we had an extra time slot. And just to give kind of people a taste of what to expect when we actually get into the regular season, but that was very much just an exhibition. So just an FYI for those out there. But it looks like the Wildcards are getting their cars out on the track. Qualifying is getting underway. They are all in their out laps right now, just kind of getting things warmed up. Moose leading the way. Moose 21, the proprietor. I like that word, proprietor. Of Moose Mafia Racing. See him going around, and he's got his cohorts here. Jorge Sr. Jorge Sr. is, I believe, a good friend of Moose. They end up racing in teams quite a bit. I believe they are on a team in the IRO G-Tech series as well. And then, of course, FAF VIPGTWC and FAF Wade. We are very familiar with them in the both the PHC World Series and NRL. So all fast drivers making their way around the mountain. Excited to see if these guys pull off some teamwork. I know, Moose likes to do, team practices quite a bit, so I'm sure they're probably mic'd up. And FAF does a lot. I mean, we see them in practice lobbies quite a bit too, so I wouldn't be surprised to see all 4 of them mic'd up together, working together on this one. And, if they get split off into teams of 2, or if they're going to try to get a multi-car train going down the stretch. But as we talked about before, a lot of times it's just getting that first banker in solo, get your best lap in. The qualifier is long.
Yeah. I thinking in that exactly the same what you say. I thinking maybe they say we have a couple of minutes. Let's go and do the best lap without stress, and let's see what we can then. And then at the end we can push in a little train and try to get low 24s. Can be that it's exactly what you say, exactly what I'm thinking. Because most of the team he want to be together in the straight line.
Yeah, absolutely. If they can get that banker in and just have that safety, then starting to get a little cute about it and trying to get that extra bit of time is always great. We saw some teams yesterday who certainly in the practice sessions and kind of when they were warming up, was certainly, you know, trying to get that teamwork going together, but then they ended up having damage, which kind of disrupted the flow, and they just needed to get that banker in.
But
They never really
yesterday,
quite had the time to get the teamwork going.
yesterday I see a couple of people he doing on 24s.
24s would be really quick. We've seen
No, I mean
44s?
44s. 44.
we haven't seen a 44 yet. That's what Papa was talking about. We're
Yeah,
dying
we
to
haven't-
see
44,
somebody
the 44, yeah, the 44.
drop in a 44. I think with the perfect lap, with the perfect team, I think a 44 is possible, but we haven't seen it yet. We've seen, what is it? I think a 45.3 is our best time that we've got so far.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah, Super S2K has a 145.349 on team Big Pace, and then Rodrigo also on Big Pace has a 145.423, and then Voidsy from RPM has a 145.458. So in the low 45s, I think we could see a 44. I'm still holding out hope, but we'll see what happens.
Heck yeah.
Moose finishing off his first hot laps. Let's see what he's going to bring home. Is a 47.3. Jorge Sr. coming to the line. His first is a 45.5.
Very close.
Like, that's a top 5 time for the
On his
whole
first
league
hot lap.
here on his first hot lap.
And you can see on the screen, I just want to kind of point out on the right-hand side, right below the driver's lap times, you'll see the division cutoff time. So if they want to be in the top division, that time is an average of the team. That 146.884 is the average of the 4 drivers on the team. Oh,
Yeah, we
Jorge.
started to the lobby.
Jorge with a rare mistake. Ends up spinning it out, going
Somebody
up the
right
mountain.
behind him. Wade right behind him did the exact same thing. I don't know if that was a reaction coming around the corner and seeing Jorge, or
Yeah.
the exact same thing.
Yeah, it looked like Jorge was trying to get out of the way. You saw Wade kind of jerk the wheel to the left to try to get around him, and I think that just, you know, spun up the rear tires and around he went.
Yeah. So expect to see Jorge and Wade, who both great opening laps, thankfully, but expect to see them in the pits on this.
Yeah, Moose looks like he's about 3 seconds up on his time, so working on getting his way down into the 46s. I expect Moose to get down to the low 46s by the time this is done, but there I just may have commentator cursed him.
Yeah.
There's a 46.7. He knocked almost 6/10 off of that opening lap, so he's just getting into his groove. VIPGTWC, I think, pit on that opening lap, which we've seen FAF do that in a lot of these other leagues. FAF, for whatever reason, likes to pit a little early and just get everything topped off, fresh tires right off the bat, and then get into that rhythm. We'll see if that works out for him here.
Yeah.
Just finishing up his out lap.
I mean, it's possible VIPGTWC picked up some damage somewhere that we didn't catch on camera, forcing the pit. But
True. Looks like Wade. Yep, Jorge's out. Wade's out. Moose still going around, but at the on lap 4, Moose is probably going to be coming in at the end of this one. We have seen people run 5 laps, so if Moose is way ahead on his time, he might bank it. But love to see how that goes. VIPGTWC heading up the mountain. Love this gyro cam view.
Was purple at the sector 1 time there.
Oof. Well, as we mentioned a lot yesterday, that first sector is just 1 turn, so that first sector can be a little misleading. The end of sector 2 is really telling for how their lap is going to go, and that's going to be right at the top of the mountain here. He's at a 52.798. It didn't show the red or the purple.
It didn't.
I'm not sure if that was ahead. So interesting.
I was looking for that too. Wait a minute.
Being his first hot lap, it may not have shown that for some reason. But here he goes down the long straight. Just a couple more corners before putting that first banker in.
Moose was just over a tenth slower on his third hot lap here.
Yeah,
So
so
expect to see
depending
him
on
coming to the pits.
if VIPGTWC can be in the mid 46s, it looks like they're going to make that division cutoff time. Again, that's a team average of a 146.884. FAF Wade is the only one above that and barely above that. And Jorge has it beat by 1.3 seconds. So VIPGTWC here, as long as he has a good time, which is a 46.861. So it looks like they have made Division 1 so far.
Yeah.
Provisionally.
I think the tire is in prestige condition now, so they can push in this lap already. Like is the number 5 for George. We still have 6 minutes for doing something. They don't planning race together apparently until now. I don't see they try to make the train in the straight line. So I think they have really good faith they can do it without the extra push.
Jorge was up at 10th in that first sector. Now that he's heading on up the mountain, made it through where he crashed before. Got really squirrely right there. Was able to keep it together. And you can see he's got the DRS going the whole way up the mountain. That's a brave move. We saw, I think, left to pass you when he did his qualifying yesterday. We commented when he came back into the booth that he was not comfortable using DRS going up and down the mountain. Jorge, on the other hand, looks like he is comfortable doing so as he's getting just to the bottom now and is going to be heading on to that long straight. Halfway through this long straight, we've got the second time check, and we'll see where he's at as far as where this lap is going. Again, he was up a 10th in the first sector. I didn't catch where he was at when he got to the top of the mountain. But here at the end of sector 2, he is down 78 thousandths, so not far off from his previous lap. There's one last sector to see if he can rein it in. Yep, moves into the pits. End of lap 5.
Cheeto coming across the line. He betters his time by almost 4 tenths. Oh.
Ooh, off by a 10th. All right, it looks like, so now with this team making it up into Division 1, that's going to knock Black Flag Mafia down into Division 2. Velocity of Hunter is now on the chopping block. They had the same time as Black Flag Mafia, but they had, I believe it was that their top driver had a better time, so they have the tiebreaker.
Ray just bettered his time by a 10th on his last hot lap.
Yep, so now everybody on the team is under that 46.884. It looks like they're going to have a pretty solid lock into Division 1.
Yeah, so now I'm interested if they go into Team Strat here. We saw a lot of teams, they would come across this, onto this final straight, the back stretch, where they would wait for another driver to try and help give them a tow down the straight.
I think with the fuel, VIPGTWC's going to probably have to hit the pits here. He's going to be real close whether or not he's going to have enough time to complete his outlap before being able to get onto a hot lap.
I think he'll be okay. He should be okay. Get at least one hot lap in.
Got quick calculation done. It looks like this team has about I think their team average is a 146.4. So again, 4 tenths to the good compared to the division cutoff time. Yep, VIPGTWC in the pits.
Jorge's in the pits.
Moose starting his hot lap. He will get 2 hot laps in, at least.
Yeah.
About dead on with his previous best. 1/100th down. He also using DRS heading up the mountain here.
In the corner, yeah, I don't know how they do it. For me, I cannot do that. It's really stressful. They just push the maximum turbo in that sector with that tune on. Wow. And this area here is really tricky, and they still have it with the DSR on.
Yeah. It's like they just taped that button down.
I never
down
been
almost 2 tenths.
always in qualify, I always have a little bit struggle in qualify. In races, a little bit more smooth. But wow, look at these guys, like they can push a lot of speed.
As he heads to the end of the second sector, see if he was able to pick up any time coming down the mountain.
We have only 2 minutes for finishing the qualify, so we're talking about only like 2 laps or maybe 3 with luck.
Yeah, at the minute 45, Moose should be able to get to the line and get another lap. Ooh, wiggles the rear end. That's going to cost him some time. He was already down just a little bit. The other driver on their hot lap right now is FAF Wade, who was down about 1/10 and a half at the end of the first or second sector.
He's going to have to pit. He's almost out of fuel.
And he was down 1/4 second there at the end of the third sector. So I don't think he's going to be able to get another hot lap in. Then the other two, Jorge Sr. and Bobagito, still coming to the line. 1:30 to go, so everybody's going to get one more hot lap in. Moose might actually get
Jorge he's the top star here, doing 45.5, and the second and third and fourth is 46.4. So you're talking almost a second.
Jorge, wide out of turn 1.
Wrong way.
Yeah.
I think Wade just gave up here. It looks like his fuel is out, and instead of helping out the team, just decided to park it. Just decided to park it.
All right.
It's lunch break for them. Leave them alone. It's fine.
I think he's trying to climb the crane that's over there. Trying to get a better vantage point.
Better vantage, yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, Jorge heading up the mountain here. We'll see. Once he hits the top of the mountain, we'll get that second sector time. See if he can bring down that 45.5. Here he goes. He hits that sign at the top. Ooh, he is down.
I want to see the line.
410.
I want to see that line. I want to see this line. Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, they caught him. They really caught him.
Bobagito just crested the mountain. He is up
Beautiful
on his
line.
personal best by only by half a tenth.
Beautiful line. That is amazing.
Jorge's heading to the final time check before the start-finish line. Moose misses his best time by about half a second, but gets one more hot lap.
The timer is out. This is the last one. Let's see George. Let's see George. I think he's some hot. It's probably another 45.5. Maybe lower, you know. Let's see.
Goes to the final corner.
1,
Around
2.
low on. Oh, he spins it around. Doesn't pushing it all the way.
We see it in hot. We see it in hot. Damn. Wow. Unfortunately,
Slight improvement.
Yeah.
16 1,000ths up on their best time.
Yeah, wow.
Moose is the last one on track doing a hot lap. Has the track to himself. Crest the hill at the top. Does not show us what the differential is.
He is on some pretty worn tires. I wouldn't expect too much out of this, but
Yeah.
I mean, you never know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is racing. You never know.
That's
Maybe
right.
they don't do the helicopter at the end and he beat them.
I have had so many times I put in my personal best when my tires are like 3/4 gone that I finally get into a rhythm.
And he's
There we go. He's up 1.2.
Yeah. He's in green. He's in green. That is good. Maybe have it in here. Let's see.
Push it down into a lower 46. Here he goes, the last couple of corners. One more to go. And then try to keep pointed straight to the start-finish line.
Yeah, he braking late. He pushing. He going the piano.
Oh, nice and smooth.
45, 46, 46.6.
81 thousandths. So picks up a little bit of time.
Very nice.
He's consistent.
46.6. Very
good.
respectable time. Very respectable time of the whole team. They have made their way into Division 1.
Yep.
Congratulations, Jorge, Bobagito, Moose, and Wade.
Well done,
Making a
y'all.
cutoff.
Yeah, we didn't see much teamwork, but there really wasn't that much potential. There was maybe a couple things they could have manufactured for teamwork, but they got pretty spread out pretty quick, and they're all 4 fast drivers, and they did their jobs. So they made
Right.
Division 1. Onward you go.
Well, remember yesterday, the 2 fastest times we saw with big pace, they did solo. Like they
Yeah,
didn't work together at all,
it's
and
true.
they're the 2 fastest we've had for the entire pre-qualifier so far. So,
Yep.
but now they've gotten with those slight improvements at the end, they've gotten their team time down to a 146.379.
Nice.
So pushing them even more solidly into that Division 1 territory. So
Well done. Well
congrats
done.
to the Wildcards for doing that.
George almost have it. Maybe George had it so close to getting a purple, another
Yeah,
purple sector, and at the end, unfortunately, they
right.
push really, really far, and the turboys go out. And well, this has happened when we push, but this is part of qualifying. We need to push.
Yep.
We need to do it. So
Yep.
Yeah, Jorge was really trying to get that top spot. He pulls it in with a 145.539. I believe that puts him in P4 overall,
not
just
bad,
ahead of
not
Kelso.
bad. That is
Very
Just
good.
ahead
nice.
of Kelso, who we are told is a world tour driver. So Jorge bringing the heat. FAF Bobagito with the 146.479, Moose 21 with the 146.678, and FAF Wade with the 146.823. And we've talked about this before. This team, at least 3 of them are pretty tight on their qualifying time, so that could bode well when we get into race
Yes,
conditions.
exactly.
If
That one
they
is
could
called
work together.
consistent, and that one is
Yeah.
super important for craft in the race. Qualified is one thing. If you have it, is great, but the most important is the consistency. If you are a consistent, you're gonna have a really good race most of the time. Of course, accident can happen, but I sure if they can do the 46 back to back to back, they can have a good victory.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep. Well said, Plaka.
Yep.
All right. Well, I think we're probably at about time. We need to take another quick break while we get the other drivers all set up for their qualifying session. So, if you're here on the McNaughty Gaming channel, thanks for stopping by. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Check out the link that's pinned in the description to head over to our Upshift Media Studios channel. That's where we're going to be running all these league races and future league races as well. So definitely go over there and hit that like and subscribe as well. If the spirit moves you, there is a QR code that pops up in the lower left if you wish to leave a donation in order to help us in our endeavors and make these leagues even that much more special. So, but like I said, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Do not go away, and we'll get some more qualifying in.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the VIP Gran Turismo World Championship qualifying night 4. Great times in our first qualifying session by Jorge, Moose, Wade, Bobagito. Great team. They pretty much just about locked themselves into the Division 1 race. And for those of you that have ever watched my channel, you all know who this is.
Dega.
Yeah. Dega. Yep, that's him. He's not going nowhere.
Want some screen time, apparently.
Right. All right. Anywho, so we got another team coming up, you guys. We got some fast drivers in here too, Sal.
Yep, absolutely. We got team Dented Doors. That consists of NVR's Krulov, Yannick, Desj, I think it's Desj, and Drobo. All 4 fast drivers. We are hoping to see good things out of them. You think we're going to see a 44? We keep asking for a 44. Will these guys be able to deliver?
I don't know.
We'll have to see what they can bring. It takes teamwork. I think we found it requires teamwork and really good teamwork to do. So.
Yeah. And we kind of discussed that last night too. I mean, it's got to be, for better lack of words, the perfect storm. I mean, it just, if you're going to hit that 44, it's got to be perfect. It is possible. We've seen it, you know, in solo runs, and like you were saying, they're getting close, 45-3 by themselves. So, I mean, it's got to be that perfect storm for that one driver. Catch a slip coming up the front stretch, catch the slip coming down the back stretch, have the perfect over the mountain sections, but it's possible.
Yeah, these teams of 4 really have the best shot at it if they can all work together. So, you know, we've seen a number of, 2-car qualifying sessions where the teams had to get split up just due to scheduling constraints. But here we've got a team of 4, just like the one we just saw, and they're going to hope to see if they can lock their way into Division 1. I believe we still have the same cutoff time of a 146.884 because the 2 teams that were on the bubble had the exact same time. So that makes it a bit of a one-off and kind of a strange situation, but that's what we have to look forward to. So these guys are looking for that average, try to break it, break down below the 146.9 and beat that 146.884, I think is what it was. So
I think you're right.
They need to look for the least stream.
And
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I mean, all these guys are making it look easy, but a 146.8 is a fast time.
Yeah.
So to have teams, and the fact that we've had now 6 teams average that is a testament to the caliber of what we got going on here at the VIP League. So, if you guys are all enjoying what you're seeing here, remember to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're on the McNaughty Gaming channel, please do that first. Then click that link that's pinned in the description. Head over to the Upshift Media Studios channel. That's where we're going to be primarily doing all of these different league races. The entirety of the VIP League, along with future leagues as well. So come and check us out, and hopefully we can become your destination for all things league racing. But like and subscribe, it's free to do. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right.
We hope like the next team he help and they can make another 0.500 better if they use the lip stream. Or the bumping in the straight line.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can do that.
The bump drafting's kind of sketchy with the heavy damage. I mean, they got to be careful because you don't want to damage your car too. But
absolutely.
I think slipstream's still your better option. But I mean, the bump draft, it works. It works. So
yeah, Papa, like you pointed out, being able to do that help on the initial stretch heading to the mountain. Doing a bump draft there would be the way to go, because then the lead car does not have to worry about the dirty air heading up and down the mountain, and then they could catch the slipstream coming down on that final long straightaway. That would be the perfect storm. We haven't seen anybody do that yet. Everybody's lined up for the final stretch. Nobody is lined up for the front stretch. So there's only 2 more teams left to go to try to do that. But here we are. We got Yannick Samard, I don't know if I said that right, out here on the track. Looks like they have an NVR livery, or all these guys have the same livery, so I'm not sure if they're
Yeah, matching
Team
livery.
NVR
Love
with
to-
Krulov
Love
or
to
not.
see that.
But yes, the matching liveries are always cool. PRA, NVR. Looks like we have a couple of different teams making up Dented Doors. I like the
Dented
name.
Door. Why? Why do you mean that?
Why
Dented
not?
Door.
Maybe they're planning on hitting the
I
wall.
think it's
Maybe that
fun.
makes them faster.
Yeah.
Here they go. They're staying pretty tight here on this qualifying
are.
session.
Maybe they're planning to do that. Let's see.
Yeah. I mean, if you can manage the dirty air, then staying, tucked in so that you're right there and you get the maximum slipstream when you hit the straight is the best way to go. But only if you can manage that dirty air. Going both up and down the mountain, there are certain turns where if you misjudge it ever so slightly, you get sent off the racing line and into the wall. We've seen damage so many times. It's a real thing here.
Yeah.
So these guys are definitely going to have to manage that. We'll see how they do. But yeah, all four of them nice and tight together. This should be exciting.
Remember, like for you have the list stream, you don't need to be extremely close. Just with have exactly at least 1 second, behind, you are able to take some of that advantage of the sleep. Like everybody looking that in every straight line in every daily race. So they don't need to be extremely close. Just a little bit close is enough for getting a little bit extra speed in the straight line. Let's see if this guy can do it.
They are in a perfect
far,
straight line.
yeah. You're looking okay. To me, it's looking fine. That is exactly the position they need to be. Right there. Exactly right there.
Yeah, again, just managing that dirty air up and down the mountain. As long as they can stay within, like you said, that like 1 second, 1.2
Yeah, at least.
that
Yeah,
they get.
absolutely. At least
They get that little bit of slipstream that gives them that little bit of extra speed.
0.200, 0.300. Hey, that is a win-win for qualifying, brother.
Yeah, with as tight as all these times we've seen, I mean, it is coming down to tenths of a second. So getting those extra 1 or 2 tenths could make or break, whether or not you get into Division 1. So here they are heading down the mountain. Still see all four cars together. Krulov can see Yannick all the way in the front as they get out of that final corner onto the long straight. There we go. Drobo getting the slipstream around Yannick already.
Yeah, he's planning to do something. They're planning to do something.
Giving it to J as well. Krulov now getting the slip.
All three of them.
Yeah, they're planning to do something for sure. That is good. Let's see what is the plan. Oh, they have damage. It is. Oh.
Also, he just gave it up and gave them all the slip because of the damage. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I hadn't noticed that. And here we go. Drobo coming to the line, seeing what he's going to set for his first banker lap. It's going to be a 48.5. Hart Des J with a 48.1 and Krulov with a 48.5. So all very close. But in the 48s, they're going to need to knock about a second and a half further.
He's doing that. He do that now.
That 46.8.
I'm surprised with those times.
They're bumping right up against each other.
Yeah, I wonder if they're slow. Oh, I wonder if they're
Drobo
slowing each other
just let
down.
him by.
I wonder if that dirty air is affecting him.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Maybe too tight going up and down the mountain.
Right.
We'll see. I mean, it certainly helped them on the straight, but if it cost them all sorts of time heading up and down, then it could negate it. We'll see if their strategy changes as this unfolds. They're still fairly tight together, maybe trying to give it a second shot here, and then they can adjust accordingly. 4 tenths up, Krulov is. So looking at a low 48 if he can keep this pace up.
Drobo's got some front end damage, which could be why he let
Who have the damage?
Drobo?
Yeah, he's the one who pulled over just as they were heading up the mountain, so that makes sense. Krulov, you're probably right on the limit of the slipstream here.
Yeah.
Behind Des J. He was
22.
up on his time by about 4 tenths, now down by almost a tenth. Let's see, they've got enough fuel, they should be able to go around at least one more lap.
Well, Drobo stayed out. I really expected him to come in with that damage.
I hope he realizes he has damage.
Right.
Realize.
There
Sir,
you go, looks like
Pete.
Krulov, a 1/1000th better than his previous best. So
A game's a game.
oh, no, Drobo is in.
Oh, he is it. All right, I missed that.
They all have matching liveries, so it's hard to tell who's who.
Except
Yannick
Krulov.
still trying.
Krulov has
Yannick's
a
still
rear license plate on.
Yannick trying to set his first banker lap. All his own here is purple.
Yeah,
For the first
purple,
sector once
that's
again.
good.
Once again, that first sector can be a bit misleading. We'll see if he can hold on to that as he gets to the top of the mountain.
That line so
Using that
far is
DRS
really
coming
well
up.
done. Let's see this line here. Let's see how they take it. Oh, that is tight. That is good. That is good. I think they go in a really good pace right now. He's in fire. Oh, look at that.
Slight lift in that right hander. Ever so slight. Keeps it
Oh,
pinned
yeah.
throughout there. Here we go. We get to the
He
second
done.
time check
He
at
do
the top
it.
of the mountain. Purple
Oh,
by
yeah.
7/10. So big improvement by Yannick all on his own.
We can see it. We can tell for this line. Beautiful line so far. No bad.
So yeah, Papa, I think what you were saying, that dirty air heading up and down, I think was hurting them more than helping them.
It
So
seems to
Yannick
be,
now
Can be
he's
that.
all by himself is way ahead. I believe we have Kulov and Desjay coming to the line.
They are already almost a second and a half passing.
Oof. Let's see,
the previous
Desjay
one.
dropped below the 48s into a 47.8.
Krulov gained again.
Check it out. Check it out. I want to see this. I want to see this. It's in fire.
This should be a good time.
You'll improve for sure.
A 46.5.
I told you, bro. You do a really good, beautiful lines in the track.
All right,
You
so
can tell,
Yannick
you can
and
tell.
Kart are below the one, or no, I'm sorry, Yannick is the only one so far that is below the 146.884. So as a team average, they need to get at least one more driver down below that mark, and the other two need to get close. Drobo purple in the first
16.8.
sector, so way up on his previous time of a 48.5.
There's gonna be some competition.
Now with his low fuel and on lap 5, I don't know if he's going to be able to bank this lap. I think he's going to have to come in, even if it's a great time he's got going on. But with some fresh rubber and even lower fuel than what they started with, could bode well for a good final lap, hot lap.
Let's see in this sector. Boom. Well, it's improvement. It's
Yep,
improvement.
it's not purple, but he is up
Yeah.
1.3 tenths.
That's good.
And I
Hey,
think
it's
this is where he had picked up some damage. So I think that 48.5 was a damage lap. So we'll see here at the end of this third sector. I suspect he's going to have a lot better time. Yeah, who's ahead? We've got Yannick
No,
pulled up to give the slip.
Yep.
Oh no, he's down 1.5 tenths. So what do I know?
they probably go to pit together and working in the slip. Listen.
Yeah, that would be a good move. But Desjay came in with 0% fuel, Krulov in with 3% fuel. So it looks like the team is split up into 2x2.
That's good.
See if
That's
that
good.
bodes well. I think at this point,
Yeah.
they may, hopefully they've realized that maybe going up and down the mountain, they need to give each other some space. If they've got 2 hot laps to come out, one of them could sacrifice their first one to give the second guy the slip. And then the second guy could provide the slip on the second hot lap. We'll see if they're in communication to do
The
so.
teamwork. Yeah, exactly. Teamwork is a really important key here. I mean, they know already they need to work together, and so far I see they working in their way, divided in 2 different cars, right? In the time of 2 and 2, so they're planning to working in the slip. So this is a good move. So far, he's carrying the team Jamik with a 46.5. Probably we can see some improvement after this. We still have 4 minutes, so they have probably like 3 more laps. If we don't have damage.
Yeah, that's going to be the trick. Don't get damage on your outlap, because that's going to make things real tricky. But we'll see as they just finish off coming down the mountain here. Get on this long straight and they can start their final couple hot laps. I believe everybody's going to get 2 more hot laps.
You're right.
They'll probably end up finishing shortly after time expires. They go into the chicane. See if they give each other any room. It does look like the other driver has backed off a little bit, so maybe that's the thing. They're going to try to get rid of that dirty air heading up and down. Let's see if he stays with them.
I think this is start right now. Let's go and see what is the racing line. I want to watch the racing line of these guys and see if they're coming on fire. So far, he's using 100% track surface. Maybe they have a really good exit in there.
And SJ got a really good exit out of that first corner, pulled away a bit, up 1.2 tenths on their personal best just in the first sector. As they work their way on up. Through the right hand.
Using 100%. He's go for it.
This tricky double left. This is where we've seen so many people lose the rear end. Both of them keep it under control. This right-hander here
to the wall.
Yep. Using all the track, getting through this left-hander. Don't get the curb, because that curb will shoot you into that wall that they just passed. Here they go, hit the top of the mountain and head their way back down. Up about a 10th.
They have improved. That's good.
See if you can stick with them into the slipstream for the long straightaway.
Let's see. It's just the bend of these exits. Here we go.
Yep.
It's not that great exit, and unfortunately, so I think it's going to be pulling away car ditch 666. Anyway,
he's in the slip, but he's just sniffing the slip at this point. SJ up 32 1/1000ths on their personal best. Rulov still relatively close.
We want to watch
Minute
this.
45 to go, so everybody's going to have just one more hot lap after this one. Now, Yannick and Drobo, they just executed a slipstream pass. Yannick gave the slipstream to Drobo on the backstretch.
That put Drobo over a second to the good on his quick time. So he should be dropping to 47 here.
Drobo heading the line, 46, 47 flat.
Oof. Great pickup.
They're making some improvement.
They're making improvements. This is their last shot at trying to get down. Their team average is not real far off, but they definitely need to get Krulov's time down and Desjay's time down.
And Krulov was
now purple. Hey, maybe it's gonna be rewrite this in here. Doing a really fast first sector. Keep pushing the limit in the corner. Oh, he hit it a little bit the wall, so I don't think that is gonna be counted like improved. They let it go, the purple sector in there. In case if any of the other driver can really push better, I think that's it.
Krulov up ahead will be the first one to log their final attempt.
We have Desjay, he's going slow on the backstretch. Probably trying to give these last couple guys a quick slip as they come down.
It's gonna be in the hands of Durbo, the number 2nd position.
And Yannick's gonna have a good slipstream here off of Drobo.
Drobo. Yeah.
Krulov coming to the line. Oh, not able to improve.
Yeah, no. I see it already. He crashed in the 2nd sector a little bit, so we saw that.
Yannick coming to the line. down just a tenth.
Just missed it.
So
If they
Drobo
don't-
and Despe also did not get to an improvement. So
Yeah.
it looks like they
Yeah.
are probably going to be in Division 2.
Yeah.
But still some good times. I mean, they still ended up with a 46.5 by Yannick, which is a nice time to put down. And, 47s and 48s are still very good times as well. Once again, Yannick with the 46.587. Drobo, the 147.071, less than a half second off. Then Cart, Desj 666 with the 147.713. And NVR's Krulab 11 with a 148.012. Good qualifying session, guys.
All faster than I could put down.
Absolutely. Like
Good
we said at the
job.
beginning before we went live, I just had my controller out and was trying to put down some laps, and it was not pretty. I mean, it was my first practice session, and also not doing it on my wheel. It was damage after damage after damage, much less trying to put
Yeah.
together a fast time. So kudos to these guys for getting it done.
Yep.
Well done in that session. So we're gonna have
Absolutely.
one more to come about, our final qualifier before we wrap up the pre-qualifying sessions. Papa, what are you looking to expect here out of the last session?
I want drama. I want to get close to that 44. I'd love to see another, all 4 drivers back into the 45s. They've had multiple qualifying sessions to learn from. Let's see what they can put together. See if they can't get this thing done. Buy themselves
Absolutely.
into that first division.
And Prince Plaka, how have you been enjoying your first commentary here? That we've had going on. Have you had fun in this one? Have you been shocked by anything in these first couple of teams?
Shocked for everything. Well, I really like they have the strategy. Like maybe me personally, I thinking I wanted really use the slipstream, but for any reason they don't do that. So I don't know why not. Maybe because I don't practice in that race. Maybe it's hard to do it in the slip. It's probably that. So I don't know, for be honest. But so far, I really enjoy the first race is amazing. I really enjoyed the first race, the sprint. Now we are in qualify. Now I have a question. What is the next name team? Because this name is getting super fun. Can you tell me what is the next name team? I
Well,
love
we'll
that.
I believe it's Ghosts is coming up. This is
Go. Look at
Left to
that.
Pass,
All
who's
right.
trying to save the best for lap. This is his team. He
Yeah.
is the team principal for this one. So they're going to be the last ones to come in. We'll go over the roster once we get back from break. But yeah, Team Ghosts is what's going to be up next. So quick reminder for everybody that's out there, please remember, if you're out on the McNaughty Gaming channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and then click the link that's pinned in the chat to head over to the Upshift Media Studios channel. That's the new broadcast team that we've assembled here, where we're going to be doing all sorts of league broadcasting. Like and subscribe on the Upshift Media Studios channel as well. We would love to have you back. And again, if the spirit moves you, we do have that QR code down in the corner. If anybody wishes to donate to help out with our endeavors and what we're trying to put on, that would always be greatly appreciated. Not expected, but would certainly be appreciated. But I think with that being said, I think we're about ready to take our last 5-minute break of the evening, and then we'll be back to watch VIP's own Left to Pass You's team put in their final qualifying session, and we'll see what kind of teamwork they can put down. Left to Pass You's been talking all about teamwork this time. I'm sure he's ingrained it into his
54.
team.
Papa, 54. We're gonna be seeing now. 54. Check it out.
I can do a 54, maybe. Let's go for the 44. Let's do it.
That's what we're hoping for. We'll be back in just about 5 minutes. Don't go
5
anywhere.
minutes. Welcome back. One more team. That's it. 4 days of qualifying. We got one team left. So I'm super excited about this one. Any thoughts about the previous session we just saw? Sal?
Well, I think they really tried to use the teamwork. They certainly were all bunched together right in the beginning. I think we learned, I think it took us this long to learn, that if trying to get and use the slipstream going up and down the mountain was uh, contradicted by the dirty air, and unfortunately affected them a little bit. So it doesn't look like
Yeah.
they've made their way into Division One. They were just definitely making some gains at the end. So had they gotten hooked up a little more, they probably had Division One speed, and I think we've seen that from a lot of the teams here. I think
Yeah.
almost every one of these teams has Division One speed. It's just a matter of getting it all put together in a
Yep.
short little 15-minute qualifier. So
I agree.
it was exciting to watch for sure, to see how they all played out, and it was nice to see them continuing to make gains as the qualifying session went on.
Yeah. And I think to kind of fortify what you were just saying, there at the end when they were making gains, they had fallen into tandems. There was only 2 cars instead of all 4 of them in a group like they started with. And so I think you're onto something there. I think 4 cars created too much dirty air and slowed them down. I think tandems is probably the way to go. Just keep it in a 2-car teamwork and do the best
I
that you
think
can.
I think they're planning to work together, but probably the dirty air is really dangerous. This is the reason we don't see any other team using it. It's probably that.
Yeah.
I mean, these Group 2 cars are really high downforce, so so the dirty air affects them a lot more than a typical like Group 3 or Group 4 car for sure. And
Yeah.
we talked about this yesterday as well. It's so easy for us up here in the booth to kind of analyze stuff while we're just talking about it. These guys are trying to drive their lines while also coming up and adapting their strategy on the fly,
Right.
which is
On the fly.
so much more difficult to do than we give them credit for. But we've certainly seen some teams, be able to call that audible and to knock something out. And we even saw it in the previous team. Once they got to the point where they either got into tandems or somebody was willing to sacrifice their lap and give it to the guy behind, that they certainly improved their time. But let's
Right.
look at this next team we got going up. We mentioned it's Team
Ghost.
Ghosts.
Yeah.
We got 4 drivers. Dwayne T. Doodle Bob, I love that name, Doodle Bob. Super Supido, which is really fun to say, and Jogal. I hope I said that right.
And I drive with all that 4 drivers, so I'm sure they're gonna be pulled really, really good.
Good.
We're getting some
We can
inside
see the
info.
45.
Mr. Left to Pass You was saying he's expecting that they all
Yeah,
have the kind of pace needed to drop below that cutoff line. So again, big expectations. We'll hope to see what they can bring and whether or not they're able to utilize the draft and stay away from the dirty air.
no doubt. I'm sure we can see 45.5. I'm sure. I'm driving with these guys, and they're fast. Yeah.
So of these 4, if you know who they are, which of the 4 is the fastest of the team, if there is one? Who's the standout here?
For be honest, I think in between Dwayne, Supra Supido, and Jogal, because I racing multiple time with them, and they always qualify really good, and they craft really good. Doodle Bob, I don't race to them too much. I don't know if I race with them a lot, but more with these 2 guys. And I'm sure they can do a really, really good. And probably we can see teammates in here. They know what they're doing.
Yep. And absolutely, looking at them in the lobby, it looks like the 3 you mentioned, Jogal, Super Supido, and Dwayne T, are all A+ drivers. Doodle Bob is an A-rated driver, so that would explain why maybe you haven't seen him in dailies as much. Probably be a split down, but A-rated drivers can also be very, very fast, especially. So expecting big things out of this team for sure.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. We should be they definitely have the caliber to be in the Division 1. So I'm with you. I expect to see good things. Are we going to see that 44? I'm holding out hope to the last minute.
You had to say something. You just had to say something.
I did.
I was trying to avoid it. I thought it. I didn't say it. And then There we go.
Let
So
the old
no
guy will take the
44s now.
blame. Yeah, let
Yeah,
the
we're gonna
old guy
blame
take the
Papa.
blame on that one.
Blame Papa. There, that's gonna be the new hashtag. Hashtag blame Papa.
Blame Papa.
It's gonna go across the internet.
Be the motto for the VIP World Championship. Blame Papa.
I mean, he is at every race, so clearly he's got to be the one causing.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? That's right. You're not going to be around for the first round. So the
I will
first
not
round
be
is going
here.
to go off without a hitch. It's going to be bananas. There's going to be world records set, and
Yeah.
then the rest. And then everybody's going to get overconfident, and we're going to come back, and it's gonna turn into a great for broadcasting because there'll be drama all over the place.
Yeah.
But and we'll blame you for it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And again,
All in it now.
I may not be at the actual broadcast session, but I'll be watching. I'll be in Wisconsin.
Absolutely.
My youngest is getting married, so we got a family trip up to Wisconsin this leaving Wednesday afternoon. So won't be back until Sunday or Monday. We haven't decided yet.
Should be fun. You get to come over here where we've got all the humidity.
Yeah, yay. Woohoo!
My God, we just put up one of those indoor outdoor temperature things. And it was so hot out. It's like we put it up and we're like, that can't be right. It says it's only 90 degrees and it's only like 48% humidity, but it still felt twice as bad as what it was like in Colorado there. So have fun when you're out here. It's going to be like mid 90s here in a couple of days, which
awesome.
For us with even 50% humidity is just so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like we have just a couple more minutes before these guys get their qualifying underway. Excited for the final pre-qualifier to see if these guys can make their way into Division 1. We still have that 46.884 is the time to beat. Again, that's the team average. While we wait for everything to get started, I'll be a broken record. Please remember to like and subscribe if you're on the McNaughty Gaming channel. Thanks for joining us. But please hit that link that's pinned in the description to head over to the Upshift Media Studios channel. That's where we'll be doing all of our league broadcasting from. Please like and subscribe over there as well, and we will hopefully become your destination for GT7 league racing. We're hoping to do a lot of it in the future. So getting on track soon. Hoping for that. Oh, yes, applause. Definitely applause.
And just for Plaka.
Oh, thank you.
We have not heard enough Plaka horns tonight. And actually, Plaka, why is it called the Plaka horn? I've heard this from a number of people. Is it just that you like to use it? Or is it something that you're not even aware of? But they call that horn the Plaka horn.
The Plaka horn.
Oh, so you don't even, he doesn't even know it. Have you ever listened to the
Plaka horn?
No, I take that because the Team PDX, like I like it a lot. They start doing that, and I like it. And I said, "Oh, hey, I want to get my own horn too." So I just looking online, and I like it too. But all that started by the PDX teaming stream. So
nice.
PDX, they run the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast, and they talk about. They start every one of their podcasts with what they call the Plaka horn. So
they do it first. They do it first.
All right. Well, I believe the cars are out on track. They are all starting up their outlaps. Here we go. The final pre-qualifying session of the VIP GT World Championship. Let's go. See how these guys do. Team Ghosts out on track. Super Stupido. I love saying that. That's a fun one to say. Super Stupido.
I like Doodle Bob. I'm with you.
Well, I mean Doodle Bob as well. They are good to say for different reasons.
Yeah. All right. That works.
Here we go. VIP Dwayne T heading down the mountain again. Just getting these tires heated up, getting this outlap out of the way, trying to make sure they keep it clean. It looks like they're staying pretty tight. They've separated into pairs, it looks like. We'll see if they give each other just a little more space when it comes time to head on up and down the mountain. A lot of space between P3 and P4 now, so maybe they were listening to us before we went on break. In our expert analysis of how this all works.
He warming tires right now.
Yep,
Doodle
definitely
Bob.
warming the tires. Doodle Bob with
Here
a
we
cool
go.
Red Bull livery. I'm liking that. There we go, beginning the hot lap, going through turn 1. Trying to get a good exit onto the first long straight before they head on up the mountain. Got the DRS enabled, that flattens out that rear wing. Gives the car a little bit of extra speed, but less grip in the rear. We've talked about this a couple of times there. You just saw the DRS become disengaged, giving them the grip in the corner. But we see going up the mountain, people using the DRS. That's great and very hit or miss. There's been some drivers utilizing it and others not utilizing it. Does get a bit scary, a bit sketchy. And oh, we just saw a driver spin out there. P2, that was Dwayne. Oh, in that same spot. How many cars have we seen spin coming out of that corner?
It's because the turbo hitting so far, and you have this extra power in there, and well, it can happen.
Yep,
You
so
really
this double
good for
left-hander. This one's so tight. You see, he just smashes the gas, and the back end came around. The DRS didn't even get disabled. Lost the rear end, but plenty of time left. We still have almost 12 minutes left in this qualifying, so recoveries can be made. Doodle Bob, plenty of space between
21. Hey, what a second. This is gonna be 40. It's a 45 high. Check it out. Let's go good.
Here we go. Oh, he is on the edge. Oh, saves it. Saves it. Oh, he lost quite a bit of time trying to save that car.
He's probably now 46.5 or 6. 47 flat.
Gall with a 46.5. That is a very good first lap. Supido. Across with another 46.5. Good consistency there amongst the teammates.
Yep.
Purple one more time.
Wayne didn't pit. He stayed out with his damage, so.
Well, he may just be banking on making sure that he gets the freshest tires with the lowest fuel.
Yeah, absolutely.
And stay on sync with his teammates. Yeah, with 246.5s, that's 0.3 to the good as far as the team average. Doodle Bob will just need to get is 0.3 up, so that cancels out one of them. VIP Dwayne T, if he could get down to a 47.1, that's going to put them. That's going to put them right there. But Doodle Bob, 0.4 purple, looking to get down to the low 46s. Let's see if he can keep this going.
They've been practiced really good. Look at that. Beautiful exit, beautiful. Oh my God, yes, we have it. If they marking here at 21 flats almost, they're gonna be having 50, 19, 20, 20. Oh,
20.6.
Yes, he go for it.
Still 0.3 purple.
He doing it.
He just has the chicane and then the final turn.
45 already for Google Buck. They don't miss it in here. They have it. The first 45 for the team. He's pushing the limit of the car.
There's 45, 46.2.
46.2.
46.2. I mean, as long as Wayne or Dwayne gets down to even a 48, I think that's going to put them in. And Jogal with a 46 flat. So left to pass you wasn't kidding around. 3 of the 4 drivers below the division cutoff. Dwayne, obviously, with the damage, just needs to get one, even just halfway decent lap in, I think will get them into Division 1. But I'd like to see if Dwayne can also get to like a mid-46 or lower. That would be fun to see. But Doodle Bob heading back up the mountain again. As we've seen most of these guys, this is lap 4. They will likely be coming into pit at the end of this one.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless they are on one heck of a heater. If they are solidly purple, maybe they will stay out. Doodle Bob looks like he is down about a 1/4 second on his personal best. Jogal 16 also down about a 1/4 second, looking at that on my screen. So I would imagine these guys are going to come into pit. Dwayne T out, just getting his outlap out of the way. If they could time it right, Dwayne could be coming around to start his hot lap when these guys come out, and could be giving Dwayne the slip for
Can
his
be
first
that,
hot lap.
or maybe
would
they
be
want to
good.
pit together because any of them have an extra fuel. Oh yeah.
Well,
He give it
the
to
slip
Jogal.
Jogal. Maybe Jogal's
That's
going to bank
smart.
this one.
Let's see. The tire is no in prestige, but we never know. We never know.
I did not see what his sector 3 time is, so
Yeah,
we'll see
no.
what he's at the end of the lap. Must have been on a good run to want to bank it. Oh,
yeah,
no, down.
it's because the tire is bad. Yeah, they need to try it again. Here we go. We see the replay when they give it a slip. And
Doodle Bob, ooh, loses it a little bit in the chicane.
Yeah.
Didn't hit anything.
Yeah, no.
But Doodle Bob head into the pits. Super Supido also in the pits. So yeah, we'll see if maybe they can time this. They can come out ahead of Wayne T. And then wait at the end of the straight. This could be the perfect opportunity. I mean, Dwayne T probably needs to be going a little bit slower in order to give it. Oh, nope, they are out. So here we go. We'll see if they do it.
Even if Dwayne, it doesn't work out, Dwayne is such a fast qualifier. He's always at the top of the list when it comes to daily race qualifying times. I mean, he's going to be fine.
Yeah, Left to Pass you was saying all 4 of these drivers can put in a time better than the 46.8. But you know, get a killer time. Why not? I mean, we're all racers here. We all want the fastest time. It doesn't matter if you're locked in. I still want a faster time.
Right, exactly.
We know how this mentality works.
Yeah. Dwayne, he has been fast for the years that I've known him. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about his time. He'll get it figured out.
Yep, just needs to not take damage. Looks like he's having a good run here.
Let's see this downhill.
12.2 seconds up on his personal best. So that would put him at a 48, I think. So we'll see if this slip maybe gives him that little bit of extra boost. And he's caught up to him.
Mira, he's planning to use the slip for the friend.
Slow down. Yep, there we go. He slowed down.
Mira. Yeah, he's using it. They working.
Giving it to him.
They working together.
There we go.
All right.
Up 13.2 seconds.
Yeah. You don't beat it.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Pitched a little.
Still got it under control.
Yep.
Wayne coming into the final corner. Looking to see where this ends up. 43, 44, 45.
Really
47.5. 47.5. I think that solidly is going to put them into Division 1 time as a team. So congrats to these guys.
Yes. Well done.
Team Ghosts, they still have almost 5 minutes of qualifying left. They could still shock us with an amazing time. Now would be the time to pull that rabbit out of a hat. They are pretty tight here heading up the mountain.
So we can say Jogal, he's have the fastest lap, 46 flats so far. He's being the carry of the team. But all of them, if you see it, is in the solid 46. So I don't have the chance foresee all the times in a board so far, but I can tell the average lap time for this fast driver is going to be in the 46.
Yeah, pulling up the calculators, looks like it's going to be a 46.6 is their average right now. So that does put them into.
I see that.
Into Division 1, but of course they're going to see if they can try to improve on that a little bit, just for bragging rights.
I would. Like you said, it's the racer mentality. You don't settle. You're always pushing for that, for more.
Pray more, Papa. Pray more. Exactly. We always push. We are the drivers. We are the racers, and something we don't want it is just to stop. We go and drive it the best we can, and if it's no, we try again, and if it's no, we try again, and we try again. We never we never stop until we get in the closest possible of the limits of the drive.
Yep. Until we see that checkered flag, we're pushing. That's just the racer mentality.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I've been sitting comfortably in like P2, P3, heading into the last lap, and then spin all on my own because I'm still trying to chase that fastest lap.
Yep.
How many times?
Yeah, I don't care if I have an 8-second lead. I want 9. Oh, wait. I just lost 15 because of the spin.
Right.
Yeah.
Helicopter.
That is real. That's true. We push. I wanted 1 second more, 1 second more, and then I just got on the track.
Here we go, Doodle Bob. Doodle Bob is slowed down.
Yeah, he helped it. He working in team.
All that extra slip. Jogal, I think, was down at the end of the second sector. Let's see where he's at. It's still down in the third sector, but only by a 10th. Oh, a bit of a miscommunication.
Miscommunication.
Oh.
Miscommunication, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my
God. He had the slipstream all set up, but couldn't figure out the pass.
That was a perfect setup.
If I'm them, I just enter to pit. Oh no.
There's no damage. There's no damage. And they have time. They've got one more shot. They get one more lap around to give it another try. Maybe give Doodle Bob the slip this time.
46.3.
Subido with an improvement. Down to a 46.3.
Low 46. Okay.
And he might be waiting for Dwayne now.
Dwayne, yeah.
Dwayne, come on. Representing 45.
This will be the final lap for Dwayne, so he's looking for magic right here.
Right, these guys heading up the mountain. They just need to keep it.
Oh, he hitting the wall. He hitting the wall,
there.
puppy. Yeah. And every time if we hit that wall, we lose like 0.2. Easy. 0.200, 0.100.
Right, and then I mean, you also start pushing harder. You're like, oh, I need to make that up, and then that ends up losing you more time. Yeah, both these guys are significantly down on their personal best.
Yeah.
Checking with Dwayne here, see as he's actually gotten ahead of.
He was able to use
Subido.
A little bit of slip off Supa and on that front stretch before they headed up the mountain.
Laying back, so it looks like they are not going to run one more hot lap. Dwayne on his final is up 1.6 tenths.
That's good. That's
still
good.
Trying to get his way down into the 46s for bragging rights. That's just 2 more sectors to go. Comes out of the Falcon corner, down onto the long straight. He has no help, but
let's see the third sector counted. 19, 20.
He's down only 1.2 tenths. He can make that up.
I think he hit the wall as he was coming out of, what is that, Falcon's elbow or something like that.
Right.
In the second sector, yeah.
All right, here we go. 1 turn to go.
Come on, Dwayne. Come on.
That final corner keeps it pointed in the right direction.
There you go.
0.3 of a second increase to a 147.253. Didn't quite get to the 46s.
Yeah.
But definitely helped his team out by dropping another third of a second off.
Yeah.
And Jogal, he still have with the fastest lap time 46 flat.
Well, Subido's out of fuel. That's why he's going so slow. Out of gas.
Well, but I think he did that just so he was able to give Dwayne that slip up that front stretch.
Right. So sad that he's out of gas, but happy that they made Division 1.
Heck yeah. Well done.
Good job. I know Left to Pass You's happy with his team. Way to go, boys.
Yes.
Free beers for everybody tonight. I called it.
There you go.
That's not official. But there we go. That is going to wrap up all the pre-qualifying for the VIP GT World Series
Yeah,
Championship
that's
in
it.
your inaugural season here. So now the real tests begin. We are going to have 7 different weeks, 7 rounds of competition, and then a grand final that will consist of 3 days of you know, tracks combos that are going to test these drivers' mettle. I mean, we've seen a lot of us have seen the handbook for the season that has all the different combos in it, and I mean, we're in for a treat. There's a lot of
Yeah,
really unique races coming up.
yep.
One of them, of course, is close to my heart. They've got a Joker Series race coming up, but the first one is going to be South America. This is going to be the proving
Mm,
ground. They've said
mm.
not a lot of big strategy in this one. This is just raw pace, just trying to get yourself settled into the league. South America, you know what that means?
Uh,
Interlagos.
Interlagos.
So that's all
I
going to
like
pop
that.
off on Thursday, next Thursday. As it says there in the graphic, visit motorsportleagues.com for the complete schedule.
Yep.
You can find information on all the drivers, all the combos, and you can see what these drivers are up against. And also, they've got a fantasy league out there as well that will be going live, I believe, in a couple of days. Now that all the pre-qualifying's done, they're going to be assigning ratings and points to all the different drivers, and they're going to kick off their fantasy leagues website as well. So you can definitely go check that out in order to play along with the drivers and get invested and pick out your favorites. It'll be fun.
Yeah, like I said, a lot is coming up. Definitely go check out the website so you can see what the schedule is and decide for yourself. Yeah, like I said, I may not be here broadcasting for the first race for the first week, but I will be watching. Expect to see me in chat for definitely. I'll be
Me
here
too, as
supporting
well.
it because I don't want to miss it.
I expect it as well. So, all right. Well, as we wrap this up, VIP Prince Plaka. I know we already talked about it a little bit. I hope you've really enjoyed your first day running. Some commentary, being able to talk about what you're seeing on track, not just yelling at a screen in your own room. I hope you've had a good time. I hope you've had a good time because we've had a good time talking to you.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Thank you for having me here. I feel really happy for that. You know, like my first language is Spanish, but I lived in Texas 11 years ago, and to be if I can talk with you, that is enough. So thank you for the opportunity for having me in here, and I'm talking with Papa in live stream and Salamander. I remember Salamander racing since Gran Turismo Sport, right? Were you racing Gran Turismo Sport?
No, I was not in sport. I didn't act. I raced in. I've had Gran Turismo 2, 4, 5, and then to 7. So I never quite got it. I started watching people like Super GT and stuff like that in sport,
Yeah.
but didn't actually start playing competitively until GT7. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's other salamanders out there. Shout out to all the salamanders in the world. We love you all.
There's plenty versions of Papa. I've seen them.
But there's only one Prince
There's only
Plaka for sure.
right. It's only
Oh God,
one
there's
Prince
only you
Plaka.
are an
Prince
enigma.
Plaka.
So
Yeah.
thank you for stopping by. We hope to have you back in the booth
Yes.
again, either during this season or I'm sure VIP is going to do future seasons as well. So by all means,
I
you're
hope
always
so.
welcome to join us in the booth.
We always do monthly lobbies in VIP, and it's open to every friends. So if you
Mhm.
want to look more information, it's in VIPmotorsport.com, and we do every month. Actually, we have another monthly lobby this 14th of July. So everybody, if you want to be racing in the lobby, we are accepted. Of course, they need to be friend of the VIP leagues because it's only 16 space, but.
Right.
So I
Yep.
hope I hope I hope I see you in there too.
I believe they've got more information about that on the Motorsport League site too. I was checking out that site earlier today just to get more
Yeah.
information about this league and saw that they have your monthly stuff on there as well. So
Yep.
definitely go check that out. As new leagues come up, that Motorsport League site isn't just VIP. I think Left to Pass You has really developed a good ecosystem there to allow lots of other leagues to come in and make themselves known, get more drivers, maybe hook up with us, here at Upshift Media Studios to do some broadcasting and all that. So lots of really good GT7 league racing coming up. First and foremost being this VIP GT World Championship. Can't wait to get the regular season underway. Starts next week. So really happy for that. From me, I think that's all I got for today. So that's it for my goodbyes. Papa, how about you be able to say your goodbyes for the rest of the day?
Yeah, again, it was super exciting. Loved the sprint race at the beginning. Loved the 3 rounds of qualifying we had. Drama on everything we did for the last 4 days. I mean, it's been fun. Thankfully I was able to make it for all 4 days. So I'm super excited to see how all this plays out now that the league is set. We know who's going to be racing who, and now it's just if they can do it done. Get it done. Get her done. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Left past you. Thanks for putting this all together. Cyrus, Nikki, and AP for putting an incredible team and a group of guys together to make all this work too. So kudos.
Yep, absolutely. Prince Plaka, you have any final words before we sign off?
Final words. Well, I really enjoy the racing, and now I am curious. I have a lot of curiosity. Maybe I want to open a lobby and see what time I can do, because I see 45, 46, and now it's something in me like I wanna know. So I probably are gonna make a lobby and try to do some laps in the same car just for
send me a screenshot of that 44, buddy.
I do for I promise.
But don't use a group 1 to do it. No cheating.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, no. I don't want to cheat. No.
Get out there in the Tomahawk. Look, I did a 135.
Yeah.
No. I want to do it. I really, really want to do it now. I want to try.
Very nice.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around and watching. Please remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons both on the McNaughty Gaming channel. And if you haven't gone to the Upshift Media Studios channel, which is pinned in the chat, head on over there, like and subscribe. We will see you guys next week. We'll be back here for the first round at Interlagos. Take care, everybody.